Wait, about here, Mizuki Inoue coming in up minus 310 against Hannah Goldy, sit at plus 235. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 300 for the over, plus 225. Or the under. Hannah Goldy back in action. She's making the move down to strawweight. Her last time out was against Molly McCann. She got knocked out in the first round by a spinning back elbow and a couple combos to put her out. Hasn't had the best UFC career. She is 2-3 in the UFC, and the only wins are, or she's 1-3 in the UFC. My bad. One was a win on Contender Series. The only win in the UFC is Emily Whitmire, who was 4-4 at the time. So she's scraping the bottom of the barrel. The loss to Molly McCann ages pretty bad at this point. That's probably why you see her as an underdog in this one, but she is making the move down, so might be a little bit of a rebirth for her. Mizuki Inoue sitting at minus 310 is a little tough to get behind just because this is women's MMA and who the hell knows. But a Sarah Longo fighter, her last time she fought was 2020. It's been 3 years since she fought ever. I don't know what she's going to look like. I would expect some improvements, but I don't know if she's really been dialed in like that. In the UFC, she's 1-1. The loss is to Amanda Lemos. The win is the split decision to Wu Yanan. Minus 310. Are you willing to take that or not?
Definitely not in women's MMA in general, and especially not off a 3-year layoff. Like, that's a long time. And Hannah Goldy, she's not the best fighter in the world, but what she does have is some volume on the feet. She's strong. She gets hit a little bit, but I just don't see her having to worry about that as much with Mizuki, like compared to a Molly McCann, who's going to come forward and look to put your lights out. Like, I think where Goldie's going to struggle is if this fight hits the mat, where Mizuki's got most of her wins come by submission, and she's going in there and getting split decisions with girls like Verna Jandaroba and Invicta, and another good grappler there. Like, she shows that she's on that level with girls like that. However, if she's not able to get the fight to the ground, I think she'll struggle, especially off of a 3-year layoff. Like, that's 3 years off, you come in and you get your first couple of takedowns stuffed. Like, that's a big blow to your, mentality. It's a big blow probably to your gas tank, not having that octagon, experience in the last couple of years. Her cardio better be in check. Hannah Goldy, 55% takedown defense, but she's strong enough to where she can stuff them against girls. It's hard to pick, man, because I don't want to take Hannah Goldy because I don't trust her, but at the same time, this price is ridiculous, and it's women's MMA. We've seen this story 100 times. We see it all the time, and I always regret not taking the big women's underdogs because they seem to cash a lot more than these big favorites do. So for the pick, it's hard to pick one, honestly. I'm going to go with Hannah Goldy. I just, she fought last year. She's fighting better competition outside of I guess Mizuki's last fight in Lemos. But yeah, I don't know. Hannah Goldy, I'm going to look for her to stuff some takedowns and just put the volume on her.
Yeah, this is just the greasiest fight. If you're heavily invested in this fight, you need some help because this is a really greasy.
Call that number.
Yeah. Mizuki is only 29 years of age. She's been a professional fighter since 2010. She started fighting when she was 16 years old. So she's got a lot of experience. She's got a lot of high level experience too. Even before she even made it to the UFC, you mentioned Verna Jandaroba. She's also fought Alexa Grasso and Karolina Kowalkiewicz in Invicta. So maybe that'll help her out. But either way, 3-year layoff, sitting at minus 310. Not really sure what she's been up to. Women's MMA. It's probably one you want to stay away from, or just take the dog on Hannah Goldy. Maybe she makes a little rebirth going down. She's a pretty strong and physical-looking girl. So there's some hope there. For the pick, I'm going to go with Mizuki Inoue. I think she's just more skilled. Hannah Goldy doesn't jump off the board as far as skills go when I watch her fight. So I'll take Mizuki, but yeah, just probably stay away from that one.